Hello and welcome back. Well, I just thought I'd give you a bit of an update on the tow car. Obviously we changed this, for you, those of you who watch the channel quite regularly, we changed the car last September. I had a Mark 1 Cougar 2 litre, which was 163 brake horse, and we decided to change, and we changed to this current one, which is the Cougar Titanium X. It's a 180 brake and it's an all-wheel drive. The difference being with this one, a newer car, 2018 car, but it's an automatic, and I've read up lots of reviews about people towing with automatics, what they were like, and some people said don't touch them, some people said they were okay, they loved it, and so far so good. Up to now it's been absolutely fantastic. Where am I going? Well, I'm towing obviously the caravan. I'm taking it up to this weekend. We're at Donkey Creek. It's Thursday. I've just literally finished work and I'm taking the caravan up tonight, and then coming back up for Friday. Then it'll be a little bit easier. Donkey Creek are kindly allowing us to take our van up the night before, and I can get it set up and sorted. Then tomorrow all we have to do is just drive there and chill out when we get there. Traffic's horrendous. But yeah, how's it been in terms of towing? This is the 4th time I've towed with it now. MPG wise, we're getting on a tow around about 28 miles to the gallon. Maybe 28, 29, touching 30 miles to the gallon. That's with the caravan fully loaded. How does it tow? Well, it's okay. It's quite stable, no problems at all. The automatic gearbox hasn't been a problem. I had that service recently. I reckon you should have that serviced around about 40,000 miles, and I've had that done. I've had the gearbox serviced, I've had the engine serviced, so it's all up to date. You know what it's like when you buy a car from a car showroom. They always say, yeah, it's been serviced, we'll service it before it goes out. They never touch it, they never do anything. They line through the back teeth, they never service them. So you know, it's when you're buying a car from a dealer or whatever, it's always a good shout to get it serviced yourself. Then you know where you're up to. How is it performing? Fantastic. What I'm going to do is going to get a bit further down the road and just film a bit more towing and explain what goes on and how it's happening and how everything's working on it. So the thing I particularly like about an automatic now towing is how much kind of the pressure of the driving when you're towing, changing gear and everything like that. I know it's not that difficult changing gear, but it just makes things a lot easier when you're driving. So like now I'm coming up to a motorway slip road. I am going on the motorway. Quite busy because it's tea time-ish, and when I get on the motorway, if I can get on it, here we go. So it's quite a steep slip road here. When you get above 20 miles an hour, I've got cruise control on. All the motorways at standstill, but I can just push the cruise control on and let the vehicle do the accelerating for me, which is quite easy. I don't have to do anything, just sit here and look pretty and just let the vehicle accelerate. The motorway's chock-a-block. What's going on? Right, we're off the busy motorway now and onto busy A roads. How does it tow on a motorway? Well, it's obviously I've not got much in the car at the moment, but if the car was fully loaded and the caravan's fully loaded, it's quite stable. It pulls okay. There's no wallowing or anything like that. What I have noticed, it's a little bit bigger. It feels a little bit bigger than the old Cougar. This, I'm not. It is. I know lengthwise it's a bit longer, but it feels a bit wider than the old Cougar. Whether it is or not, I'm not, not 100% certain. But yeah, it feels okay. It's quite comfortable on the motorway. No major problems. On the A roads, going around roundabouts and stuff like that, yeah, it's quite stable. There's no. I've had a car before, and maybe it was probably a bad match, but it kind of wallowed in the corners. But this doesn't. It's quite stable. In terms of the auto gearbox, somebody mentioned about it constantly changing up and down the gears and trying to find out what gear it needs. Well, I've just got it in drive at the moment, and it's fine. It's not searching around, it's not jumping up and down the gears or anything like that. It's fine. If you want to kind of sort that, you can put it into sport mode. This has got the flappy paddles, and you can change up and down manually and get that little bit more out of each gear than not possibly the driver. But the drive, when you put it in drive, it does take it to the higher end of the rev range. So yeah, it's not too bad like that. It's just changed up, I think, to 4th and dropped the revs down. But if I put my foot down a little bit, then it's dropped back down again. But it's not been a major problem. I know a few people said when I talked about getting an automatic, about it changing up and down all the time, and they were fed up with that. But this is the power shift one, and I think it's a power shift. It's not been a major problem. The car in general, how's it been? Fantastic. Yeah, no problems. There is one slight problem with the boot. It's got one of those automatic boots, and it doesn't always shut properly first time. I think it's just slightly out of alignment. I don't know whether I can get that adjusted or whatever. I don't know. Need to look at that. The only other thing that bugs me just a little bit, I don't know why. I don't know whether it's cost of building it or whatever. I don't know. Stop start works well as well. There's a few rattles in the car now and again, and I'm always turning the radio down and trying to see where it's coming from, because you'll find a rattle and then it'll go, and then something else will start rattling. So there's been quite a few of that, well, a bit of that really, and I've no idea what's causing it or anything like that, but yeah, I'm unsure about that. The other thing that's kind of bugging me, I've managed to update the head unit on this. It's got the sat nav and everything on there. I've managed to update the head unit, the software on that, but the maps, I cannot update them for love nor money. I've tried, I mentioned this last time, but I've tried every way possible of indexing the files and putting them on a FAT24 or whatever it is, chip and all this lot, and I cannot update the maps in this. So I've been using the Apple CarPlay sometimes, and using the maps through that, using Google Maps, but the actual map in the car, I can update that. Last time we went to we went to Kirby Lonsdale, and I was driving up the M6 going north, and it had me about 3 miles to the to the east of me, in the middle of a field somewhere, driving up through a field. So it's quite far out sometimes. Right, that's the caravan all set up at Donkey Creek. It took me about 40 minutes to do it all. I'm leaving it here tonight, and we'll be back tomorrow. So it's all done and ready. We can just grab some tea from around the corner and just turn up. So I thought I'd give you a quick update on the tow car. Yeah, everything's going absolutely fantastic with it. Right, I'm off home for some tea and a shower. We'll see you all soon. Thanks for watching. You take care. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.